So first we have Wild Child by the Black Keys, and this is marks the Black Keys' proper return. They did like a little random project album, I want to say like last year, but
Yeah, I didn't really like it that much.
yeah, I think it was like a meant to be a one-off in particular. And last year, what did mark the 10th anniversary of El Camino? Sean, you feel that we're getting old, and
God damn.
um,
Yep.
but we have the song is called Wild Child. It's gonna be from an project we think is gonna be called Dropout Boogie. Everyone's getting their Kanye on, we see. And no, this seems like a good kind of return to form. This seems to be the theme of the year that we forgot to mention the State of 2022 music thing, but it's a return to form for Black Keys. This sounds very much like a Black
Yeah.
Keys sound pulled out of the El Camino era, even. Like, Turn Blue, you started to get like a little bit of a twist and turn in their sound. Then you got the infamous Less Rock that also marked a really kind of like different venture into how their sound went, but still was characteristically Black Keys. This is very, very characteristically Black Keys. So much so that I can't really tell what the album's gonna sound like off of this. Maybe this is the most traditionally sounding Black Keys song. Maybe it's like the one off that's gonna be the curveball because everything else is gonna sound different. I really don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a quintessential Black Keys song. Like, uh, which might be my only critique of it is that, but it's I'm not gonna fully critique until I get to hear the rest of the album. It's a song I definitely like. Like I think it's definitely a return to form for them, especially after that last project, and even of my favorite album title that we've ever done, Let's Rock. Um, yeah, it's even from then, I think it's a little bit better than even that project from a couple of years ago as well. And yeah, it's decent. So we'll see what happens with their release later this year. Be very, very interesting to see what happens.
Totally. Next we have Endless Time by The Weather Station. It's the lead single off of their project, How Is It That I Should Look at the Stars, that we just don't have time to review, unfortunately. But I figured we would take like one listen to it. And it's a nice little, mostly piano based, like folk inspired track here with really lovely vocals, I'd say.
Yeah, literally that. I ended up liking it. It's a little slow and whatnot, but for what it is, I really do like it. I love the piano with it too, so I think it's a decent track too. I
Yeah.
really want to get into that whole record, but when we don't have 87,000 albums to do because fucking this year of music is insane.
Yeah, it's insanely good, but it is absolutely nuts. Like, I don't know how we're going to make it through
I have no
April and
idea.
May and June. We're just gonna run through it, take it on the chin, smile the whole time. Brothers. Anyways, next is almost got you while you were drinking too. That's awesome. Next up we have Pool by Still Woozy and Remy Wolf. Which also kind of similarly starts off kind of slowly, like we just with the last track we
Yeah,
reviewed. But I think it's a really nice pairing of two rising stars in the indie space right now.
yeah. I think they complement each other very well. This is a great collaboration for indie. It's like, yeah, I really, really enjoyed this track. I was expecting, because we both enjoy Remy Wolf a lot, and it's still Uzi. Someone I've like, I don't know, because I did like his album last year. If this is nice, I don't know, blah 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 blah. But with this pairing of him and Remy Wolf, I thought was very, very good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I was really surprised with the pairing. It did, it's one of those like sort of indie things that's kind of hard to characterize. It's sort of soft but still fairly upbeat with its guitar's kind of sound in it. But yeah, it's just a really good blending of both of them, so much so that like I wouldn't mind a one-off EP with like a couple of tracks here or there that they work on together, just showing off everything they could do. um Definitely left me wanting more, but it was a nice little one-off project, even if it's just that.
Yeah, I think something I wish I actually touched upon on the state of music is I wanted more collaborations in indie. There's one thing I
I,
definitely would like, and this is kind of one of the things I'd like to see.
yeah, I maybe it wasn't the state of music conversation, but I feel like you've said that at another
I've
point.
said
But
it
like, yeah,
before in a podcast, one of our just normal episodes. I'm pretty sure of, but yeah, the more collaborations indie, especially between these, like when you have two great voices that complement each other very well and they're opposites. I love that. I love that shit.
we love that, folks.
We
Um,
love it.
Next, we have yes. Lastly, we have WTF by Sasha Alex Sloan. Sasha Alex Sloan randomly just like blowing up on the indie space as well. And this
Hmm.
track I really liked because it was like a similar spin onto like some of the Biba Doobie tracks that exist, where like they're sort of playing on this like late '90s post grunge kind of thing, but definitely done in its own in like Sasha's own way.
Yep. Yeah. I like it. It has definitely has influences from that. You can hear, like early 2000s alt rock style and whatnot. Where, the right as grunge is starting to turn more into alt rock and everything, that kind of sphere, that Blink 182 style. But it's nice because her vocals, she has such a soft voice that the way that it works out, it sounds a bit unique in that way. Um, so I actually really like it.
Definitely. I'll be listening to more of Sasha because essentially she's really blowing up right now. So, but it seems like for good reason. Anyways,
Yeah,
this
exactly.
Anyways, so for all of the different oh god, I was gonna do a bunch of member platforms updates for Syndicate 23, but quite frankly, I'm very tired right now. Just know that if you're a Syndicate 23 member, you should check the website because the Power Report episodes, the entire backlog's been uploaded, and there'll be some information on how to get some of the member perks soon and sign up for the video call that I'll be doing with the members, and later, probably in April. Yeah, because this month's almost over. Jesus Christ. The 2022 playlist, by the way, we still need to name it, but it's in the video description, it's in the podcast description, and it includes all of the songs that we like from this year. And after this episode, there are going to be a lot more additions. So definitely check out that playlist and add it to your playlist on Spotify if you're using Spotify. Shout out Rogan, just kidding. And we will continue to add it, and it'll be a cool way to keep track of our favorite tracks from 2022. And thank you, Peter, at Dead Music Productions, for mastering this episode and making it sound as crispy and clear as possible.